Yeah, no, this is his job to be able to pinpoint and identify with. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And he was like, "You definitely got something special." And I just think we had something kindred amongst us because we're both Geminis. You know, so. And maybe he took a liking to me like that. And then, but L.A. Reid, I got to just also thank him publicly too, because he took great care of me. When my mother passed, they took care of my mother's,
Funeral
arrangements, you know what I'm saying? When I got married, I'm saying, like, they took care of my wedding for me, just on love, So when it was time for me to do my thing, he gave me a Prince deal, a Prince opportunity, the same way that Warner Brothers gave it to him. So people don't really know this, but I wrote and produced my entire first album.
Wow.
So that's Closet Freak and Getting Grown and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know if people really knew that stuff. But yeah. So no, he did something that was, bold and unique and probably it's just a rare occasion of really believing in something wholeheartedly and giving me the opportunity. So I'm always in his debt as well too. Thank him so much.
R&B. What's going on with R&B? You hear a lot of people say R&B dead. And you know, it's not what it used to be. I'm not saying it's dead. It might be on life support, but it's not what it used to be. We don't have CeeLo, we don't have the voices that we once had.
No,
and I don't know if maybe it doesn't sell. I don't know if it's not sexy anymore. I don't know what it is. But when I was growing up, I mean, I grew up with Teddy Pendergrass and I Barry White and, Hathaway and all those guys. So it was a plethora. I mean, we didn't just have one or two. We just didn't have Usher, Chris Brown. We had 15, 20 that you could listen to.
Facts. We were just talking about that in the car on the way over here. And I'm going to admit this publicly. I don't really like R&B. I don't consider myself to be an R&B artist. I don't know what people think of me. I feel like if I classify in any genre, I think I'm an alternative artist.
Yeah, okay.
I have these are the interpretive arts.
Yeah.
I like to say. You know what I mean? So, but maybe I mean it this way. Maybe I don't like what it's become.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But all things could be better if just for balance. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's just it's too much of one thing.
Not enough of another.
Not enough variety. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's how I end up trying to do so much, and maybe it's just far reaching as far as my own personal plight or career is concerned. I'm trying to do everything just to represent those voids or fill those voids. So no, but I'm thinking about the OJs and, we did songs like, it was just, like, family reunion. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, it's just a song about, it's so nice to see the family come together.
Yeah.
We don't, everything don't gotta be about.
Even the big bands sung. You look at the OJs, you look at the Ohio Players, you look at Earth, Wind and Fire, you look at the Doobie Brothers, you look at Atlantic Star, you look at but they sung, even though they were big band and had fast song, they slowed it down. And oh my goodness.
I always get the Atlantic Star, Midnight Star mixed up.
Yeah, but
Atlantic Star, send for me, right?
Send for me. Put a message in the bottle, baby. I'm just a telephone call away.
Just a telephone call away. Yeah.
That's him. Tavares. I mean,
dun dun dun.
Yeah. Too late.
Yeah. Heaven
must be missing an angel.
Yeah. So. But it's like them dudes was already grown, even though they look older, but they was like 25, 26.
Yeah, they didn't look like 40.
They look 50 years old on their first album. So I don't know. It was something about the time, the limitations on recording, like, they were recording the 2-inch.
Yeah.
If you don't understand 2-inch tape, everything is digital now, but back then they would record the tape.
Right.
You couldn't just punch in.
Right.
You had to either rehearse, practice and have it down pat, almost perfect, and run it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what you captured, that's what it was. And so
you had to damn near be perfect, though.
You had to be perfect. You know what I mean? Talk Heat Wave.
Oh, man.
You know,
Yes.
People don't even
They
know.
came out of the Midwest, though. If you look at where those groups came from,
Yeah.
most of them came out of the Midwest, Chicago, the Ohio,
Yeah.
that area.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say Bootsy from Cincinnati.
Yes.
Yeah. We got to shout out.
Ohio players, obviously from Ohio, and you had Earth, Wind, and Fire from Chicago. So
Yes.
that was the area of which they came from.
Shout out to Satch and Sugarfoot.
Man, see,
Come on,
there
man.
were the days.
I wish to God. I want to be them grown men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to represent that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I'm gonna grow me a big old mustache.
Had to sign.
I want to do that for music, man. Like,
But back then they was trying to seduce a woman.
yeah.
It was all about the ambiance. It was all about the build up. What they were going to do and how they were going to do it. They were just trying. I mean, at the end it was the same because they tried to get you, to this place and be intimate with you. But it just sounded better. It just sounded better.
Speaking of the OJs, Stairway to Heaven.
Yes.
It was just that process.
Yes.
It was romanticized.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it was gentlemanly. And, you know what I mean? Like, it was mature, So we lost that wisdom with that generation. And, everybody just want what they want. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
so it's just cut to the chase. But even women can be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, women can be a lot more aggressive these
Yes.
days. As you can tell, the whole change in psychology is represented in the music.
Well, they said women have dirtier thoughts than men. They
Yeah.
just do a better job of hiding it.
That's a fact. And so, if you try to be too overly romantic, they think you bullshit.
Yeah. I talk about, well, you a simp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
I'm like, damn.
I'm just trying to be, you know what I'm saying? You know how we used to be.
I'm trying to be a
Back in the
player
day,
about
you
this
go,
thing.
hey, you got this thing planned, you go pick this person up. Now you Uber to the location, they Uber to the location, or you drive, they Uber. And it's a different time now, see?
DoorDash. It's crazy, man. I hope that, because I hear young dudes like October London.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. That's Snoop's guy, isn't it?
Yeah. A couple of the young boys coming up, you know what I mean? And they got that grit in their voice.
Yes.
They got that maturity. It sounds seasoned. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And, of course, the first ingredient to being great at anything is having great taste. You know what
Yes.
I mean? So you have to go back and research, you know what I mean? Like, this music, you know what I mean? Like, the music before you, and, implement that understanding, that information, you know what I mean? Like now, and but you have to also modernize and make it modern. This is where people can make where it's palatable again. But like, I think all music should be, coexisting, and running concurrent with each other. So, I mean, take your pick. But I think also too, it's with radio stations and stuff like that. Like, it's where people go and get their music from now. You got such a wide array of music that you have access to. You don't even know how to be a fan of anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to listen to it.
You're so inundated with so much.
Yeah, I think that's what happened too.
Because you remember when we were growing up, is that you go to the record store, you get it, they give it to you, you listen to it, you put the headset on, and you listen to it, and you're like, yeah, I like this one.
Yeah.
Or do you have them cut you? You have them cut you. You get, choose 5, 6 different albums, and you get 2 or 3 songs off each one, and make you a
mixtape.
yes,
Exactly.
That's what it was. And the incense of burning in the background. I miss that when you can go to Tower Record or Sam Goody, the little mom and pop store in there. You miss that. You miss it was so personable back then. And then you had Soul Train. You had American Bandstand. You had places where you could actually see and hear the artists. Now you just somebody come up with an album, you don't see them. Maybe no more MTV. Artists just pop up like a wildflower.
It's like, what do they expect? What do they expect? It's like, no, industry. Come on, man. Reinvest in music, man, in artists, man, in creatives. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
We need it.
We do.
We need it.
Usher and Chris Brown gonna hit this. I never thought I'd see this. You got 2 of the most prominent figures currently going in that genre that's gonna hit the stage together. I can just imagine what that's gonna be like, CeeLo.
That's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.